right, let's do this. We are live from the SmartRecruiters booth at HR Tech in lovely Las Vegas. He's Chad, I'm Cheese, and we are here with Patti Tabris, Senior Director of TA, talking about referrals. But Patti, before we get into that, give us a little elevator pitch about you.
Okay. I've been in recruiting. I started my career as a finance person, worked for one of the big accounting firms for about 5 years, and then moved over into recruiting in a variety of different ways. All my jobs I got through some sort of a referral, whether it was somebody referring me to the company or somebody telling me about the company.
Right.
So
rumor has it that's the most effective way to recruit.
Either number one or number two.
Word of mouth referrals.
Either number one or number two, yes.
Generally
definitely up there.
So you've presented here at HR Tech about referrals. Set the table for what you talked about and we can dig in.
I work, I'm in charge of all our talent acquisition technology for a company that's, we're about 20,000 employees. We're a customer experience company. We're in 9 countries. And we
Do you want to name the company?
It's called ResultsCX.
Okay, there you go.
And we also have a very high volume hiring because we have seasonal workers, we have ramp. Most of our positions are on the associate level. And so we're really hiring people. We have ramps that we have to hire hundreds of people in a week. So, so we're always looking at our sourcing and how we get those candidates in. So we're using a platform called Aaron for our employee referrals. We've been with them. We're in our 3rd year with them. And I was invited here to talk about the fact that we have over 400,000 referrals from our employees in the last 2 years.
How many employees do you have?
About 20,000 employees.
20,000 and how many?
400,000.
20,000 to 400,000. Okay, so
how?
First, we'll get into that in a minute. Jeez. Most companies automatically see that one of their either number 1 or number 2 source of hire is employee referrals. Yep. And they literally, they don't think anything's broke, so don't fix it. So they don't even think or want or even think they need to spend money on a referral platform, but you did. Why?
Well, it wasn't just me. It was our TA leadership. We just were looking at how can we improve? How can we do better? My team is the talent acquisition innovation team. One thing I love about ResultsCX is the fact that they aren't afraid to look and say, let's make improvements. So many companies stagnate. And I've been there 6 years, and that's why I'm still there, is because we can keep solving problems. And every company has things that need to be fixed.
So the company is customer experience.
Yep.
Does that give you kind of like a superpower? Because it's like customer experience, the candidate experience, right?
100%.
So is that how you like sell into it and say, look, we can do better? Because they're constantly telling their clients, your clients, we can do better.
Exactly.
Okay.
And having that support really helps us constantly look for better ways to support our candidates that are coming through the candidate journey, but also supporting our team members in TA, our talent scouts, the people that are in charge of sourcing and interviewing these candidates. So, what we did is a couple of years ago, we weren't just looking at the employee referrals, we were looking at all of our sourcing and what the tools are that we were using and how we can improve them and where we could get the best ROI from the improvement. Employee referrals, when we started digging in and looking at it and researching, talking to other companies, finding out, what they've done. If you could scale your employee referral program, you can not only save cost, save time, you can also, bring in better candidates. You can change your retention numbers. Our company, I find fascinating. We have people with us that have been there for 25 years. They've started as one of our associates working on some of our campaigns and have become directors in the company, VPs. It's really, we give candidates an ability to move throughout the company. So if we could get them to stay and get them onboarded, get them to stay, we have long-term employees.
Okay, let's take the lid off of this thing. Let's look into the secret sauce. That there are tons of referral programs. What did you do differently? What does your technology do differently? I'm sure you've used a variety of different technologies. Like, what was it?
So I think it's important to know what your goals are. And different companies might have different goals about their plan based on their type of hiring. We do hire corporate type employees, but that's not the bulk of what we do. 90 to 95% of our hiring are our associates. So which tends to be a high turnover. So what we really wanted to look at was retaining employees. Some stats that we found were if we could have an employee stay with us for 30 days, that means that they're going to be at least 30% longer term employee. And if we get them to stay for 90 days, that even makes it better for us to have a long-term employee. That's what every company wants. You want to keep your good employees.
So what are you doing to keep them there? And how does that tie into the referral program?
So I think the referral program, one of our pieces of it is that we wanted to build the company culture with it as well. Every company spends money on job boards, on all these different other things that bring in candidates. Why not give some of that back to your employees and make them a part of it, make them an ambassador for your company? I think one of the things that made us incredibly successful with our program was we didn't keep it just with TA. We really got our marketing team involved. We did multi-tier marketing when we were rolling out the new plan. To be able to do all that, it's choosing the right vendor also and the right partner, because a lot of when you talk about employee referral vendors that are out there in the marketplace, people help you with the front end, but if you're going to scale your employee referral plan, you really need to have a strong back end that does all those calculations of the bonuses. Because having 400,000 candidates come in, and then you go down a funnel because the candidates that come in have to accept the referral and be interested in the job. Based on that, they go through the same application process, the same, screening process that any other candidate would, but we know that they're stronger candidates. Typically, it's been proven. So we wound up having almost 11,000 hires from that 400,000 in the funnel, which may not seem like a lot, but that's
a lot of hires.
A good percentage.
So what was your 400,000 referrals?
We had about 300,000 that accepted the referral. And and then now also sometimes they may not be the fit for that job, or they may not be the fit for.
Are you matching against other jobs though too?
At that time, we do match against our candidates. We always look for where they're the best fit in the company, not just for that one job. So, but it also gives us a candidate pool that if they're not the right fit today, maybe they'll be the right fit in 6 months or a year. So, I think we look at it from our TA standpoint as a holistic view of TA, not just immediate fill of a job, and what we can do to build that pipeline. So your employee referral program gives you more than just that immediate influx of candidates.
So with what we've heard over the years, especially on the compliance side of the house, is that referrals don't really drive into diversity because you're just hiring pretty much friends of Bob. Right. What does Friends of Bob look like? Well, it looks like another Bob, right?
Right. So, but if you have a diverse workforce, and we put a lot of effort into having a diverse workforce.
So it just amplifies.
It's amplifying your diversity, which is wonderful, and that's what you want. And so I think it's really a lot about the company culture as well that drives it, and that's I believe that came through in our program. I think it's really important for anybody putting a program together to make sure they have clear goals of what they're doing, track those goals, and be able to show the ROI of it.
Let's talk about incentives real quick. I'm guessing we're not talking Applebee's gift cards that you're giving.
No.
Is it escalated payouts? Talk about the incentives.
So we did a 4-tier incentive plan, and it is 30 days after a referral is hired, the person that referred them receives a fourth of the payout that is for their region. It's done by region. And then there's 3 more payouts the next 30, 60, 90 days. So what that does help, it not only incentivizes both the referrer and the referral to stay with the company and give it that shot for that 90 days, 120 days.
And
which
there's
is
also
what we were
that
looking
tie,
for.
right? Because you have that personal tie, which literally it helps from a retention standpoint.
Yeah.
Because again, so-and-so, Joel brought me in. I don't want to make Joel look bad. So,
Every time we push record, you make me look bad.
I do my damnedest.
Tell me about gamification is very hot right now, getting badges, or have some sort of a competition within the company of who's doing better.
So we have a leaderboard. Gamification is available to us, and that's something we're working on currently. Mm-hmm. But we do have a leaderboard. We post, when we rolled out the program, we did a lot of those types of things. Wanted to make sure that we got people involved in the program. So we have we recognize who's the highest referrer, who has the most people that were hired through them. So we do make announcements, and some of it is just a recognition. It doesn't have to be prizes. They're getting their bonus. They're getting that in their paycheck, their referral bonus. So we focus more on the recognition, and I think that that's not a bad thing. That really helps people feel good about what they're doing. Another big thing I think that's important for anybody that's looking to do a referral program is make sure that you make it part of your new hire orientation so that every new hire coming in the company knows all about it. Give them the information, let them become your sourcing person from day one, and they could start earning cash and money while they're still in training. Like, it's really exciting. We did a lot of marketing. Marketing's key. Make sure everybody knows.
Say more about that, marketing.
So we did, we had a QR code. We did
your favorite,
a tickler campaign pushing out something's coming.
That's my favorite.
So
tickler.
we branded our program as ReferCX, and it's a mobile app.
Oh, that's awesome.
They could go right on their phones, and that was part of what Aaron offered us when we decided to go with Aaron as our vendor.
Yourself. Oh, that's awesome.
Branding it for the company, making them feel like they're a part of something company-wide. It's on their phone. They could click in there and make a referral from anywhere. If they're standing in Starbucks and they're talking to somebody in line and they think they're a great fit for our company, send them a referral notice, talk them into, applying. It's a great way to, have people get excited about their job and their company. So something I'd love to throw out there that everybody's looking for the money savings, the time savings, all of that. But what we found is the company culture and what it added to our company culture is really exciting as well. Since we set up our referral program with Aaron, we've won 5 Great Place to Work badges this past year.
Wow.
And I think that has to have something to do with it.
I imagine it does.
They feel rewarded. They feel, excited about the company.
So you got warm and fuzzy on us there for a second. You mentioned money. I want to get cold and hard on you here real quick.
Oh, don't do that.
You're using a lot. You're advertising jobs. I don't know all the things that you're doing, but how does the dollars and cents add up versus all the other things that you're doing with referrals?
So when you say add up, what do you mean?
So you're posting jobs. You're budgeting for all these different things.
Yes.
Where does referrals come in on a cost per applicant or cost per hire basis?
I could tell you that it's between 25 and 30% of our hires are through referrals.
And is your budget that same amount?
Yes, we can. So using a system like Aaron, we have the ability to stop the referral program at any time and in any country. So because we're in a variety of countries, that means the amount might be different because of the difference from U.S. dollars to Philippine pesos. So we try to keep it equitable on a cost of living standing. But we can turn, if the Philippines fills up and is at their budget cap, we can turn them off, still run it in the U.S., Mexico, Honduras, Bulgaria, some of the other areas that we're in. So I think that's an important factor of growing your plan is having the right technology behind it to be able to manage all those calculations. That was one of the reasons we looked for a program to run it on, is because it was being done manually before that, like calculating all that.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Don't say spreadsheet.
Yeah, spreadsheet.
God.
Referrals around.
I hear they're hot.
That's typically how they're being done.
The world. Oh yeah.
I mean, taxes. We haven't even talked about taxes.
So don't fix it.
Well,
and that's what
payroll
people think.
handles that.
Payroll manages all that.
Yeah, it ain't broke, so don't fix it.
So we're headed into 2025.
Yeah.
Anything that you're going to be adding, looking to
We're looking at the
expand
gamification. They have another avenue that is external referrals, not just employee referrals. I've just started talking with them about that. And really for us, the program's running really well. We will analyze it. We'll look at, we do surveys of the employees to see what they think of it. We're in the process right now of doing employee surveys.
Is that a separate technology?
Surveys. Yeah.
The survey and the So talk about that. The constant engagement is surveys. Are you doing that now, or you're looking to do that in the future?
No, we do an annual employee survey globally through our HR team. I can't really talk that much to that, because
enough?
It's not mine.
I hear the kids need that constant engagement. Is that what you're looking to do going forward?
What we do is we just do a temperature check. Talk to them, talk to our employees, find out what they like about it. We do. The platform comes with robust reporting, so we can always see who our higher referrers are, talk to them about what they think of the program, and just looking at the data. I think that was key for us too, is getting all that data in one place, being able to report on it, being able to see it on an ongoing basis, so you can make the best decisions and give your employees the best program.
Well, Joel, you got to check in with the kids.
Patty's talking a lot of common sense.
You got to check in with the kids.
She's talking a lot of common sense to us right now.
And listener,
that's because I'm older than you guys, probably.
I doubt it. Patty, if somebody wants to learn a little common sense from you, where would you actually send them? Or where can they link up with you?
On LinkedIn. Patti Tabris at ResultsCX. I'm on LinkedIn.
Beautiful.
And I love to connect. I've learned so much from others. I'm always open to having a conversation and helping other people out.
People are now learning from you. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for hanging out. Full disclosure, Aaron is a sponsor of the Chad and Cheese podcast, providing our lovely shirts.
Soft t-shirts.
Which, by the way, chadcheese.com/free. If you haven't done that,
get a free t-shirt.
That is another one in the book. And I think our last HR Tech interview.
Wow.
Congratulations, Patty. For
I'm wrapping up the show. I feel honored.
And with that, Chad, we out.
Thank you, guys.